Hey guys, I'm Lexi here at the Homestyle Homestead. I'm out in my garden today because it is time for me to show you my 2026 garden plans. I want to give you a little tour of where I'm going to put everything. I'm going to show you exactly what seeds I'm using, the ones I'm going to direct seed versus start indoors, those types of things. Okay guys, so here we are. This is my garden. How many square feet is the garden? Okay, thank you. It is about 700 square feet. Last year was my first year in the garden. My husband, he took this little spot over here and just turned it into my little homesteading area. We have our chickens, the garden, and then the bees back behind me. And he did all of this just for me, and so I'm so thankful for him. I couldn't do any of this without him, so a little shout out to Kellen. First things first, I want to kind of tell you where I had everything last year. I am doing a crop rotation. Your soil kind of gets used to what you plant there, and the plant depletes the soil and so on and so forth. So it's good to do crop rotation. Another reason I'm moving some of the things and not planting them in the same spot is because of shade. Since it was the first year in the garden, I wasn't aware of where like the shade pockets would be in the garden, and from last year I've learned where those are. This year we are also going to put in an arch right where I'm standing. I'm going to plant scarlet runner beans and loofah to hang from here. I don't know if I'm gonna like the loofah being kind of like hanging from the place where you walk in, but we're gonna give it a try. So last year's garden, I had tomatoes from here to about the middle of this bed right over here, but we had a lot of trouble with them turning red and ripening. I had to take majority of them in the house to ripen, and I think that that might have something to do with the fact that this chicken coop would cast a lot of shade in this area. I predict there might be a little shade on this side as well from this trellis that I'm going to put in. Back here, I had my bell peppers, and pretty much only bell peppers right here. This back here is my in-ground. Nothing grew back here because the soil was absolutely horrible, and we also didn't get the water in to this area in time last year, so nothing grew back here. So I ended up throwing just a couple seeds of corn in this bed. Didn't get any corn off of it. The only thing I got was a couple of the stalks for decorations on my porch for fall, and even those were really short. Over here I had all my spicy peppers, and then I had carrots, green beans on this back trellis, and cucumbers. And obviously in here, these are just flowers. This is a trumpet vine, and it did not bloom last year. I'm not sure I'm going to leave it in there. It takes up a lot of room, but I don't think I should be transplanting it either, so I don't really know. If you have any ideas what I should do with that, let me know, because I don't really know what to do. I know I'm going to plant some flowers obviously back in here. I don't know if any of these will come back. We will see. So if you are new, I live in the mountains of Colorado. We are zone 6, and this year and kind of the last few years have been very dry. You will see obviously there's snow on the ground right now. This is the second time it snowed, and it is the end of January right now. So we're not getting a lot of snow right now. I'm probably not going to be setting out a lot of stuff ahead of the last frost date schedule like I know a lot of people will, because it is definitely on the warmer side. It's May 17th. I'm gonna stick with that for when I go to set majority of my stuff out. I did this little drawing for you guys. It is my little goal of what I want my garden to be looking like this year. Now, don't come at me. I'm not an artist by any means. I just like to do something like this because I think seeing it on paper before you plant it is really helpful. Another thing I do is I have all my plans of exactly what I'm going to be growing this year. It has everything that I am going to be starting indoors with the dates, and then also the dates that they need to go in the ground, along with the things that I'm direct sowing and the dates that those need to be planted by as well. I'm reorganizing this, like I said, and putting everything into my planner. That way I don't miss a date. I have everything started when it needs to be started. I'm going to be starting my first seeds just in a couple of days actually. Today is January 27th and I'm going to be starting my first seeds on February 2nd, and those are going to be snapdragons and sweet peas, and I think my onions as well. So okay, so what I am planting this year and where I'm planting it. So because the chicken coop casts so much of a shadow in this direct area, I've decided that I'm going to plant things in this area that does well with cooler temperatures and less sunlight. My plan right now is that I'm going to every other row do carrots and onions from here to the end and possibly over a little depending on how many onions I'm wanting to grow this year. Back in this area we are going to do all my tomatoes. I'm also going to companion plant in some marigolds, some basil. Not sure what else right this second, but I know there will be a couple other things in here. In the in-ground, the sun kind of comes from right here, so it casts this way. I have to put my corn rows back here because if I don't, it'll cast a shadow somewhere that I don't want it to. So we're gonna have all the corn back here, and then the middle will be pumpkins, and then this end will be my zucchini. I'm mainly focusing on my pumpkins. I'll probably only do 2 zucchini bushes, and like I said, I want to have a lot of pumpkins and a lot of corn because for one, pumpkins obviously in the fall, and 2, corn, we eat a lot of that. Here is where I'm going to be planting my cucumbers. This year I'm only going to do pickling tomatoes because that is what my family tends to eat more of. Then this area I planted all my garlic. I planted it from about corner to corner and back. I filled up this bed. We eat a ton of garlic, obviously. Who doesn't? And then we are going to be taking this trellis, the beans to climb up. I am going to have my husband extend that to the end and to the end. I want a little bit more space for beans. This is, like I said, because of the trellis I'm going to install, probably going to get a little bit of shade, if I had to guess at some point of the day. Another thing that I know likes a little bit of shade is peppers. So here's where I'm going to have my hot peppers and my bell peppers. So another thing, this year I've decided I want to really grow a ton of flowers. I would love to have a cut garden. We don't really have the room to plant any more things anywhere else. Obviously, I know I could do flowers in kind of the borders of the beds. I'm going to get a ton of grow bags. I'm going to insert the picture of the ones that I'm going to get right here on the screen. I'm just going to get them off Amazon, and I'm going to get the rectangle ones, and I am going to line them along this side. Obviously we have to remember there's going to be some shade in this area, so I'm not sure which ones I'll put over here. I would like to put some back here, but the problem is there's not a lot of room to walk, so I might end up doing a couple here, maybe even some here and here, maybe even here. Obviously we have to be able to get into the beds. And then also in grow bags, I'm going to be growing my potatoes. Now, I'm going to be trying to grow those in burlap sacks versus traditional grow bags because traditional grow bags can have plastic, and I try not to grow anything that I'm going to be eating so much in plastic because plastic leaches into your food, as we all know. And so I'm going to try the burlap sacks. If not burlap sacks, then I might do hemp sacks. I'm not quite sure which I'm going to do yet, but those will be in the garden in grow bags somewhere as well. I want to show you a little bit landscaping wise what I'm kind of planning on doing back here. Obviously, like I said, I have bees. I need to have more pollinating bushes and flowers for my bees. I took a ton of time and kind of like etched out with rocks this little landscape area. Back here is kind of just where we have a couple supplies for the chickens. Last year I transplanted some Russian sage bushes from my grandparents' house. That is what these are. I planted them all along here, back there, because I would obviously like to fill in this with some landscape. I have to do whatever I plant. I have to make sure the deer don't like to eat. I guess I might as well tell you the plans for everything. So this comes up here. So at some point, this right here is going to be where I have my greenhouse. It does get quite a bit of shade from these trees. So I would love to start my seeds in my greenhouse. So I want to make sure that it will stay warm enough in this area with the fact that there's these trees right here. But for now, that's the goal, that's the plan. Hopefully next year it's looking a little prettier. I also want to tie in more of the rock along the chicken coop and fill in, instead of that red rock, the matching rock that is over here, this like grayish rock. Hi ladies. Hey Reba. Reba's my good girl. Uh-oh, I'm not seeing Starla. I hope she's not dead. Let's look. Please don't be dead. Please don't be dead. Please don't be dead. Oh, she's dead. You guys. She's dead. I'm so sad. Okay, well, anyway, I guess this weekend I'm planning a service for my chicken. Please let me know if you can attend. Here, baby. I'm trying to teach my new babies to eat out of my hand. Like you can see, obviously Reba's the only one that will do it. It's happening. Girl, what are you scared of? That is kind of it out here. So now we are gonna head inside, thank God, because my hands are freezing. And I'm gonna go over all of the seeds and all the plants and everything that I'm planning on starting and growing in my garden this year. So let's go inside and warm up. Okay guys, so it's actually about a week later. I filmed the second part to this video in front of my pellet stove because I was freezing after I came inside and you can't hear me over the fireplace, over the fan blowing. So I came back to refilm. I'm gonna show you all the seeds that I'm planning on starting this year. I've separated them into the seeds I'm gonna start indoors and the seeds I'm gonna direct sow. I am first going to be showing you all the seeds that I plan to start indoors this year. Okay, so first up, I am starting scarlet runner beans. I'm starting these indoors at least a week or two ahead of schedule, mainly for its flower, not so much for the green beans that it's gonna produce. And this, like I said, is gonna go on that trellis for the entryway when you walk in. I am gonna be starting indoors my loofah that is also gonna go on that trellis. I got those from Burpee. I think that's how you pronounce that. I also got the Mesquite de Provence and the Long Island cheese, both from Johnny Seeds. And then I also had this pack from Survival Garden Seeds of the small sugar. I'm hoping to turn these mostly into puree. I would love to have a lot of homegrown pumpkins to put on my porch this Halloween because they're very expensive to buy at the store. Obviously, I'm gonna start my onions indoors. I just got the Patterson F1s from Johnny Seeds. For tomatoes, I got San Marzano for my Roma, and I got the large red cherry. I got both those from Walmart. And then I also got the beefed up beef steak from Walmart as well. Next up for flowers, I am gonna be growing this cinnamon basil, mainly for the flower. I think that it looks really cool and I've heard that it smells really good. I am doing chamomile. I got this one at Walmart. This I'm doing mainly for medicinal reasons. And the remaining of these flowers, they're all gonna be from Johnny Seeds. I am going to be doing Chantilly Bronze Snapdragons. I'm also doing the Cane's Orange Snapdragon. I'm doing Pink Poker Statis, however you pronounce that, Status Statis. I'm doing Sunny Ball Feverfew, Retro Echinops, Lemon Mint Bee Balm, and Apricot Peach Straw Flower. I think all of those flowers are absolutely stunning. I cannot wait to have those in my cut garden this year. Next up for herbs, I am going to be doing oregano, parsley, thyme, lemon balm, and sweet basil. All of those are from Walmart. And then last but not least, definitely my favorite is the peppers. I'm doing, obviously, habaneros from Walmart. And then both of these are from the Survival Garden seeds, jalapenos, California red bell pepper. Now, obviously, there's always a chance that some of these things will not germinate. I might not actually end up with all of this stuff. I'm really hoping that I do, obviously. I'm only growing things in my garden this year that we actually eat. Obviously, if I don't get these things to germinate, then I will definitely buy them pre-grown at the store. I just would love to grow it all myself. Moving on to the much easier of the two, in my opinion, direct sowing. Okay, so starting off, I'm gonna go into flowers. Now, I should say, I'm hoping to start all of these. I may change my mind. There are a few like 100% that I'm starting, which like calendula, I'm definitely starting. My zinnias, I'm definitely starting. I don't know if I'll actually do the hollyhock. I'm definitely starting my sweet peas and my cosmos. I got a couple different colors of cosmos. The larkspur, I don't really know if I'll start. Cosmos, and I don't know about the alyssum, but I got all of those and we are going to see. Those all are from Walmart. And from Eden Brothers, I will be starting all of these. I got zinnia seeds, the pumila salmon. I got Cosmo seeds, apricot lemonade, and I got agaratum tall seed flour mix. From this Baker Creek heirloom seeds, I got the zinnia queen lime red that I'm really excited for. And then from Johnny Seeds, I got the French Marigold Bonanza Harmony. Also got Bonanza Deep Orange. Some more sweet pea seeds, the Elegant Salmon Rose. Starting to have a lot of things depending on me to live. The only herb I'm gonna plant straight out in the garden is my dill seeds from the Survival Garden seeds. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. I've never really had good luck growing it indoors, so I thought why not try putting it outside. I am going to be direct sowing my zucchini seeds and my pickling cucumber seeds. I've never had bad luck with either of these direct sowing, so these are gonna be just fine. Now on to my beans, corns, and carrots. I'm starting pinto beans, the Blue Lake stringless pole bean, this double sweet corn, and then last but not least from Johnny Seeds, I'm doing the hybrid storage carrots, the Bolero F1. And that is it. Those are all the seeds I'm gonna be direct sowing into my garden, and those are all the seeds I'm going to be starting this year in my 2026 garden. That is it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, spending a little time with me. I am so excited for the garden season. As you can tell, I'm already getting a head start in January, and I live for summer, so it cannot come soon enough. Anyway, guys, that is it. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and please hit the subscribe button. I would love for you to stick around. I post videos every Friday. I'm gonna add a couple videos to the end of this video that you can go watch in the meantime. But until then, I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.